Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings, Tarot Reading from the Heart. Hope you guys are well. We're going to do your week ahead reading. It's the 7th of October through to the 13th of October 2019. We're doing your usual week ahead check-in spread, and then we hone down the camera, we have a look at your work and also your love reading. Please remember, guys, you have an October love reading up on the channel already. There'll be a link at the end of the video, and also, I think that's what I want to say at this point, actually, There's a link to that reading at the end of the video, so make sure you check that out if that's something you're interested in. So, okay, let's get shuffling for the first reading. Okay, guys, so, So we're gonna have a look at your reading now. Taurus, you're showing as being justice. You know, when you're justice, you're judge and jury. So I feel that you guys are at a place, and also for me, the justice card is also about, it's not just about arriving at decisions, it's about acceptance. It's about being balanced. And I feel that you guys are feeling this week very mentally balanced, because that's what justice is. Temperance is emotional balance. Justice is mental balance. So I feel that with the justice energy and you guys showing us justice, I think that this week it's a week about Taurus making the right decisions and doing the right things with the justice energy, because you're the woman here on the actual card. In one hand you have the Ace of Swords, and on the other you have the Scales of Justice, both balanced. Okay, and the Ace of Swords is all about clarity, mental clarity, and the scales are balanced. Okay, so this is like a balanced mind. This is like mental balance. So you guys as being very, very balanced this week mentally. I think that you're in the right place this week with the justice energy showing up here. I think that you guys are making a lot of the right calls. You're making a lot of the right decisions with the justice energy. I also feel that you've come to a place of completion with the justice energy. It's almost like something's come full circle for you with the justice energy. It might be that you've learned a lesson. It might be that you understand and you accept a situation a little bit more here, Taurus. But I do feel that this is a week where you seem to be very much in harmony and balance with yourself with the justice energy. What's the reason for this? Well, the Three of Wands. So it's all about your future. Because I read the Three of Wands as a card about future. Some of you got, because you're showing as being justice. All right, now it's a karmic card. Justice is, it's also a major arcana. But if you show as being justice, you're the one that's kind of in a place of power. I do see you in a place of power with the justice energy. Okay, I see you in the place of power because you hold the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is all about holding power in your hands. And I do think that you have the power in your hands, because I feel that the scales are balanced now for you. All right, so I feel that you hold power in your hand, Taurus, because the scales are balanced now. I think that something seems to have come full circle for you this week. It's almost like the universe has brought something full circle. There's a completion happening for justice this week. And it's to do with the Three of Wands energy. It's about the Three of Wands. Three of Wands could be a business partnership. Three of Wands could be, looking outwards and launching something new, the Three of Wands. Three of Wands could be setting a plan into motion. You get the Two of Wands, that's the planning stage, and this is setting it into motion. So some of you guys might be making a decision this week, Taurus, to set a plan into motion with the Three of Wands energy. You might be making a decision to move abroad with the Three of Wands energy. Three of Wands is emigration, moving abroad. You might have made a decision with the justice energy. You might be in the right frame of mind now this week, Taurus, to reach out to someone you haven't reached out to for a very, very long time with that Three of Wands energy. But it's all about looking at the bigger picture with the Three of Wands energy. And I feel that if you're justice, Taurus, and you're kind of saying to yourself, okay, this week I'm in the right frame of mind. I'm in the right place. You know, I've come to... I have come to a conclusion, because justice is all about a conclusion. You know, if you go to court and, justice is served, the case is concluded, and justice is served to whoever justice was meant to be served to, whether it's right or wrong. So I feel that you guys have reached a conclusion as well with the justice energy this week. It's about your future with the Three of Wands energy, but it might also be that some of you guys are seeing the bigger picture. It might be also that you've reached a conclusion, something to do with maybe a business partnership. It could be as well with the Three of Wands energy. Or it could be something kind of abroad or that type of thing. You might also have reached a conclusion this week, Taurus, about an idea or a plan that you've set into motion with the Three of Wands energy showing here as well. Let's have a look at what your goal is for the week. You know, and also it might be that you feel it's the right time this week to reach out to someone, as I've said, that you haven't spoken to in a long while. Well, it's funny because your goal this week is the Two of Wands. It's about putting a plan into action. So this Three of Wands you probably haven't done yet, but it's what you intend to do. Because the Two of Wands is all about putting a plan into action, and that's your goal for the week. It's at least to start the ball rolling with that Two of Wands energy. What is the obstacle you need to overcome, Taurus? Well, you've got some people who are opposing you here with the Seven of Wands. I think you've got people who are probably against this, because the Seven of Wands also means opposition. You're probably standing here, Taurus, with that 1-1. Sorry, I've just noticed that my... It's funny, because when I get up and I get a shower, and then I, you know, as you do, you cream your skin and blah, blah, blah. But for some reason, my hands always seem to be dry. I do keep a hand cream next to me, though, while I'm recording. But, sorry, I know that I'm talking like this is some flaming skincare channel or something like that. But it's really weird, considering that I use creams when I get out of the shower. Oh, well, okay. That's a nice one. Okay, I'm using Molten Brown. Okay, what am I saying? Sorry, guys. Yeah, your obstacle is that you're going to have to take charge, you know, despite other people opposing you. Because the 6 Wands beneath this guy shows opposition. You're the guy with the 7 Wands. And your goal is to set a plan into motion with that Two of Wands energy showing here. It's to go through the gateway with the Two of Wands as well. It's at least to start the ball rolling. But I think you've got opposition against this with the Seven of Wands. And I think the obstacle you're going to need to overcome is that you're really going to need to stand your ground in the face of opposition with that Seven of Wands energy showing there. What could you be achieving by the end of the week, Taurus? Well, you could still be hanging on in there. You could be one step closer to achieving your goal. Because the Nine of Wands means we hang on in there. We're one step closer. It's tiring, but we're hanging on in there. So what you're going to be achieving is, you know, tenacity and devotion and staying in there. Stamina as well. By the Nine of Wands is all about your stamina. But also what you could achieve is that you're one step away from getting where you want to get to with that Nine of Wands energy. All right. That's if you overcome the obstacle that you're going to have to take charge and fight against other people's opposing thoughts and feelings on the matter. What do you need to avoid this week, Taurus? You got a Two of Swords. I think with the Two of Swords can mean a couple of things. It can mean procrastination. It can mean kind of, you know, consistently thinking, okay, do I do this or do I do it? Because it's two ideas with the Two of Swords energy. But it can also mean standing still and doing nothing. Because with the Two of Swords, you're blocking your heart. You're shutting down a little bit here with the Two of Swords energy. Okay, the Two of Swords can also be the open mind as well. So in that, when I look at that word with the open mind with the Two of Swords, we also kind of allow ourselves to think of the word kind of procrastination again, because too many ideas going on with the Two of Swords. So it might be that you need to avoid procrastinating, I think, more than anything with that Two of Swords energy, because I just feel that you, being Justice this week, Taurus, you've reached a definitive decision in your life. It's a very big one as well with the Justice energy, okay? You've come to a conclusion with the Justice energy showing here. You've accepted a situation, and I think that you've come to a decision about your future. Three of Wands energy. I think you've come to a decision about your future, and I think that you are going to be at that planning stage. Your goal is to at least start the ball rolling with the Two of Wands, but you do have opposition against this with the Nine of Wands energy. However, what you could be achieving by the end of the week is that you're one step away from literally making things happen. I do feel that you need to avoid, with the Two of Swords, there's two things I think when I look at the Two of Swords. I think number one, you need to avoid procrastinating. Number two, you need to avoid anyone who's not open to your ideas, because Two of Swords could be a person. You might be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual as well, Taurus. But more than anything, I think you need to avoid someone whose heart isn't open as well. Two of Swords can be the open mind, because you've got sword going this way, that way, so it's an open mind. But the Two of Swords can also be when somebody's shut down and they won't allow any kind of variation or differences in. They like to keep things the same way. So I think that this is more for you guys. It's avoiding that Two of Swords as in a person. you know, avoid someone who will not allow change, somebody who's not open to your ideas. What do you need to embrace? The Ten of Swords. That you're now at the end of a painful cycle in your life, which is nice. Because I think the fact that for some of you Taurians that you've made this decision about your future, you're the decision maker, you're Justice. So you've made a decision, Three of Wands is the future. I think the fact that you've made a decision about your future this week, I think that what this decision is based on is that something in your life wasn't working. And that's why I think we've got the Ten of Swords energy, that you need to embrace that you're now at the end of a really painful cycle, because the tens are ending of cycles. But also remember, elementally, they mean something. So if we've got the sword energy here, the Ten of Swords, it's the Ten of Air. So this could be thoughts. But usually with the Ten of Swords, it's a really painful time. So the tens are the most. When you get a 10, it's the fulfillment of the pips. It's the fulfillment of its pip suit, right? So with the Nine of Swords, it's like, oh, I'm so worried and anxious. But with the Ten of Swords, oh my God, right, that's it. I'm done. So I think that you need to embrace that. There's two things I think you need to embrace here, to be perfectly honest with you, Taurus. Number one, you're coming to the end of a painful cycle. Number two, it might be that you have to embrace that you're going to have to hurt someone here. Okay, because there's a decision that you're making here about your future. And you're deciding this week, Taurus, I'm going to start the ball rolling, that Two of Wands. But you're facing opposition and you're going to need to overcome the obstacle that you're going to really need to kind of dig your heels in. Stand your ground and say, no, I'm doing this. End of story. I don't care what you say, I'm doing this. You know, and it might be in that, with that Ten of Swords, that number one, yes, you could embrace that you're coming to the end of a painful cycle, but maybe you need to embrace as well that something is over with the Ten of Swords, okay? And that something is, that maybe you're going to have to hurt someone in the process as well with that card. Let's have a look at what, if you need advice, where can you go? Go to the Four of Coins, the Four of Pentacles. You know, the Four of Pentacles is someone who, and this would be a person. I always read these cards. If you need advice, support, who can you go to? Well, it's the Four of Coins energy. You know, the Four of Coins is a person. They can be mean, but you wouldn't go to a mean person for support. The Four of Coins is a person also can hold things of value. They can really value things and hold on to those things. They can be very caring people as well. They can want to possess. They can want to keep hold of things that mean the most to them. I just feel that you need to go to somebody who really values you, because the Four of Coins isn't just about meanness and possessiveness and clinginess. It's also about valuing things, or valuing people, or valuing, you know, just valuing things around you, whether it's people or objects or whatever it is. I just feel that you need to go to someone who holds, to be honest with you, when you get the Four of Coins and they're holding those coins, they're holding things of value. So I just feel that it's saying you need to go to someone who holds a great deal of value to you. Someone who you might value a great deal, Taurus, to be perfectly honest with you. Alright, because I think that you're the Four of Coins, and I think that you're holding those coins. And I think that you're holding those coins because these are things of value. So I think that you need to go to people or someone who holds a great deal of value to you, Taurus, with that Four of Coins. More than anything. That's how I'm going to explain that one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hone down on the cards now, Taurus. And what we're going to do... is... And also the Four of Coins is someone who saves money. Someone who saves money is the Four of Coins energy. Okay. I don't know how that would correlate to this though. It seems that I just think you need to go to someone who you value, who you hold you hold in great value to you. Let's have a look. We're going to hone down on the cards now. We're going to go through the reading again. Then we're going to have a look at your work and your love. So please bear with me. Okay, Taurus. So yeah, we're going to see your reading, and I've changed up very quickly. I've changed up what I thought about this card, because when I have to put the cards in front of the camera so you guys can see it, that's when I have time to kind of think about, do I want it? If there's a certain card I'm not happy with how I explained it, then I'm thinking about, well, what else could I say? I think that Four of Coins, if you need support, go to someone who holds the resources or has the resources in which they can help you with. Four of Coins isn't always someone who's mean. They just have resources, or they've got money. I think you need to go to someone who holds the resources or has the money that they can help you with this thing, to be perfect, because there's a money element to this. Justice is you. So I think that you're really at a place of mental balance now. You're holding the power of the Ace of Swords in your hand. You're very clear. You're very mentally balanced. You're very clear of what you want to do. You're making right decisions. You've come to a conclusion with the Justice energy showing here, Taurus. And it's about your future, because the Three of Wands is looking ahead. It's all about the future. So I think that this is about your future with the Three of Wands. Your plan is to start a plan. Put a plan into action here. Start the ball rolling with the Two of Wands energy. But you need to overcome the obstacle, Taurus, that you do have opposition to this, and you're really going to have to stand your ground with that Seven of Wands. By the end of the week, you could be coming, very close to your dream, or very close to, at least kind of starting this, like starting in physical form to kind of move forward with this plan of the Two of Wands energy. I think you need to avoid anyone who isn't open to your planning, because I feel that there are certain people, especially in this Seven of Wands, I think this very much correlates to this card here. There are certain people who won't agree with you. You can see you've got lots of opposition here, and the obstacle you need to overcome is that you have to stand your ground and you have to fight against this opposition here. That's the obstacle you're going to need to overcome. And you need to avoid anyone who's not open to this new idea that you have. I mean, for some of you guys, it might be moving abroad. It might be that these are family members that say, are you crazy? Or it might be that you want to change jobs. You might have been doing a job for a long time, being very successful, and then you say, well, I want to go and sit, on a mountain in Indonesia with a bag of rice, that type of thing. And so they'll be like, are you crazy, really? But you need to kind of avoid anyone who's not open. Anyone that doesn't as well. I read the Two of Swords in many ways pertaining to how the story is unfolding. But I think with this Two of Swords, how things are unfolding is somebody doesn't see the greater picture, because somebody's heart, usually with the Two of Swords as well, they've got the blindfold on and they've got the sword crossing their heart. So somebody here who doesn't see the greater picture, they can't see exactly what it is that you're doing. All they're seeing is the here and now, because with the Two of Swords, it's a very enclosed card. So much so because the blindfolding's on, the heart is kind of closed. You're just seeing everything like really close up. You're not seeing the bigger or the wider perspective with this card. So I think that you need to avoid anyone who doesn't have the bigger or the wider perspective on what you're trying to do here, Taurus. You're going to have to accept that, and I think that you need to embrace that because of that, it might be with the Ten of Swords energy, a friendship is over, or a relationship is over with the Ten of Swords energy. Showing here, or that you're probably going to have to inflict quite a bit of pain when you do things your own way, because somebody doesn't want you to do something in a certain way. They want to still keep you where you are. You don't want to do that. Also accept that you're coming to the end of probably a very painful situation that you were going through, and if you need support, go to someone here. This is probably a monetary thing, I would say, with the Four of Coins though. Go to someone here with the Four of Coins. Yeah, go to someone here with the Four of... Sorry, I've just looked at my phone and I've got this little guardian angel girl that always texts me. I went to a church about a year ago or so, it would have been now. And, I spoke to some of the church members and stuff, and I spoke to this girl, and every time, intermittent, she just contacts me and she sends me these lovely messages, and she's just written to me, said, sending you love and prayers, Carol. Lovely. God is good. Sorry guys, I've interrupted the reading a bit, but God is truly amazing. He really is. I love the Lord. I really do. That's why I do tarot, I guess, because I just feel that God is great, and he just has all these, if any of you guys are going through anything or anything like that, just know that God loves you. That's all I'll say. And that he's always going to send his little angels in to be with you all the time. Seriously. Amazing. So yeah, sorry, I'm welling up now with tears. I know what's going on. Sorry, guys. Four of Coins, if you need support, go to somebody who holds the resources, because the Four of Coins is also somebody who holds resources. They've got money. They've got things that they can use to help you. Probably money. You need to go to someone who's got the resources, probably to help you achieve whatever this dream is. Let's have a look at what the advice is from the angels. Okay, Universe, Spirit, what is the advice you have for Taurus? Let's have a look. Just jumped out. It says, open your heart. Allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time, and now the time has come. Make your choices by listening to your heart, and then follow the steps you're guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life. I think that's a very apt card for this reading. Wonderful. All right then, Taurus, what we're going to do now, we are going to do your work reading, so please just bear with me. Okay, Taurus, let's have a look then in work. What have we got? Oh, Three of Coins. So the Three of Coins is all about working with others. It's about a successful team. It's about planning, bringing plans to fruition. Three of Coins can also be getting a promotion. It can also be being recognised for your skills as well, can the Three of Coins energy be when it comes to work. But for me, this is kind of working in a team, working in a group, and really getting on with that group. This is teamwork with the Three of Coins energy showing up here. Oh, now that tried to jump out before and I put it back in and it came out again. How interesting. The Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups when it comes to a work reading. I mean, some of you guys might be working on a project. Three of Pentacles is working on a project. You may be working on a project with the Queen of Cups. Right, this will be a person that you're working with. All right, somebody who has a vision because she's looking at the cup and the cup. If you think about the Queen of Cups, she's a tarot reader usually, yeah? And that cup is usually, you know, she's a medium clairvoyant tarot reader. That's her crystal ball. So you might be working with someone who has a very clear vision here, okay, for, you know, how the project's going to go, how the plan's going to go. Queen of Cups in a work reading is also about doing things that you love, doing things that you emotionally connect to. Okay, so it might be here that you're emotionally connecting this week with the Queen of Cups energy. Could be towards a project or towards a group of people that you're working with. There might be a very strong emotional connection that you have with your colleagues. Nine of Cups, and it's bringing a great deal of happiness with the Nine of Cups energy, a great deal of emotional satisfaction. So some of you guys working on a project with a Queen of Cups, and I think it's going to be very satisfying with the Nine of Cups. I think it's going to yield some really good results for you, Taurus. But I also feel that some of you guys feeling really emotionally connected to the Three of Coins energy, to a group of people that you work with. You seem to be on the same level, and also the Queen of Cups is harmony as well. So some of you guys feeling really quite harmonious in the groups that you work in the team that you work in, you know, in the building with the people that you work with, and there's a great deal of emotional satisfaction that comes with that as well with the Nine of Cups energy. We have the Page of Swords showing here. So the Page of Swords is often the card about a trainee, or this is doing an online course or something like that. The Devil, though, I don't really like those two cards together, because I feel though that you have I think that you've got somebody here who's not as mature as whoever these people are, because the Page of Swords could, you know, especially with that Devil energy, this could be somebody who's quite gossipy, and with the Devil energy they've got like really bad intentions as well, because I've seen lots of devils in workplaces, and devils are not very nice. They're often people who are, I've just noticed that this screen looks really lopsided. That's really annoying, sorry. I hate lopsided screens. Ugh. Can I change that anyway? Sorry guys. It's just that when it's lopsided, there's nothing more that offends me when I look at my readings and the cards look lopsided. I just don't like it. Anyway, I think that looks a bit better, doesn't it, actually? Sorry about that. So yeah, I think that for some of you Taurians, partly this is good because I see you emotionally connected with the people that you work with, and it's bringing a great deal of happiness. And some of you guys working with somebody who's got a really good creative vision as well, and that's bringing a great deal of contentment and satisfaction. But I see somebody who's rogue, probably within the group. This Page of Swords, this is somebody who's, and the Page of Swords can be great when it comes to work as well, because this is somebody who's got lots of fresh ideas as well, but they show up with, they're aspected by a nasty little devil card, which to me then says, well, this isn't somebody with lots of fresh ideas, this is somebody who's a bit of a know-it-all, and with the devil energy they could be quite manipulative, or they could be a troublemaker, or they might not, they might have a really bad energy. They might also be a gossip, because Page of Swords is a gossiper as well. Usually reverse is more of a gossip, but this is all the same. Is someone who likes to tell tales. They've got really bad intentions as well with that devil energy. So I feel partly for some of you guys it's really good in work, working with someone probably creative vision, feeling really good about that, and some of you guys feeling really emotionally connected to the people that you work with and feeling happy. But I do feel you've got somebody who's quite rogue here with that Page of Swords and the devil. I just don't like those two cards together, and I think you've got somebody around you with the Page. However, I think some of you guys have somebody around you, this Page of Swords energy. They like to cause a bit of trouble. They like to stir things up a bit. They've got, a few bad intentions here with the devil energy. They look like a real troublemaker to me with those two cards. Don't like that at all. Seven of Cups energy here. However, just to mention as well, if this isn't a person, then this could be bad news. Because when you get the Page of Swords, it's an email or it's a message. Usually it's via email. The Devil energy, it might be something that's not so great. So it might be that though you've got some great stuff going on at work with the people that you work with, some of you guys might be having some bad news here as well, potentially. I do feel that there is the need to look at other work, other options, other jobs. Seven of Cups energy for some of you guys, Taurus. Yeah, there's definitely something about new opportunities. I feel that you guys are looking for new opportunities. The Seven of Cups would indicate looking for jobs. Okay, so when you get the Seven of Cups, you're probably looking on your job boards. When you get the Seven of Cups, you're looking, you know, I don't know what you've got in America and other countries, but in the UK, we look at monster.co.uk and Read and all of those things. And this is like all about the new opportunities. Ready to take a new opportunity, ready to take a chance, ready to take a leap of faith. Page of Coins energy showing up here. I feel with this Fool coming out of the Page of Coins, the Page of Coins is also a student. Okay, so some of you guys might have just come out of university as well. So some of you guys watching this with the Page of Coins, I'm seeing you and that Fool energy here. It's almost like you've just come out of university and now you're ready to find opportunities, and it's all about looking for those jobs on the job board. So the Page of Coins is a student, and some of you guys will have just come out of university, that type of thing. Yeah, the Chariot. So the Chariot within a work reading is all about achieving your goals, showing up here. All right, and I certainly feel as well with the Page of Coins, looking at the coin, this is all about having a desire as well. Your desire is to achieve a goal. So the Page of Coins can also be the having the desire, because the coin is the desire. So we use the word desire with the Page of Coins as well to achieve your goals with the Chariot energy showing up here. Yeah, and have victory and recognition. So I certainly feel that for some of you guys as well, we'll get this work reading again. We're going to go here first and then we're going to go here. I think these are two different things. I think number one, for some of you Taurians in work, it's a great week for work because some of you people are working with somebody with a real creative vision, and she'll know her job because she's a queen. All right, so this person will have a really good creative vision, and I feel it's going to bring a lot of satisfaction and happiness. And if you see this Nine of Cups guy, he's just kind of sitting back and he's like, oh, I can relax. So, you know, it's a case of, oh, we've got somebody in the team that's amazing at what they do and we can just relax. It's a really good energy. And some of you guys just really feeling quite emotionally, I think, with this Queen of Cups energy connected to the people that you work with. And I feel it's bringing a sense of comfort and contentment, and you just being able to relax and kind of take it easy, that type of thing. Okay. The other thing though is I think that for some of you guys, you've got a Page of Swords here. All right, now this Page of Swords with this Six of Wands as well, they might be quite arrogant. You might be dealing with somebody who's quite arrogant, somebody who doesn't watch the things that they say, because Page of Swords is youthful communication. This person just says stuff, but they don't really say it. With the Devil, I think this person is probably a little bit of a troublemaker as well. They could be quite gossipy as well. With that Page of Swords and that Devil energy, and I'm seeing a little bit of arrogance. I'm seeing that this person likes to get ahead. They like to be in the limelight. They like to be noticed by other people. So some of you guys might be fed up. Some of you guys might be looking for another job because of those energies as well of an individual such as this. Okay. I do feel that some of you guys may have come straight out of university with that Page of Coins, and now you're looking for your first opportunity here in terms of the workplace, okay? And I feel that with the Seven of Cups, you've been looking for a while, maybe on the job boards for, you know, a job that you would love to do, a job that has some form of an emotional meaning to you as well with that Queen of Cups energy, and one that brings you satisfaction and happiness, okay? So I see some of you guys, if you're just out of university, you're probably, you know, looking for something that really means quite a bit to you as well. I feel that some of you guys have a real desire. It might be some of you guys have a desire to travel as well in terms of work, okay? And I think that some of you guys have a desire just to move forward and achieve victory and success within work, probably with the Six of Wands, getting recognised by others with the Six of Wands energy. That type of thing. Some of you guys, it might be a promotion as well, getting a promotion. So some of you guys have a desire with the Chariot to be successful, could be in getting a promotion as well, showing here for work. What we're going to do for work this week, we're using the tea leaf fortune cards, and I'm using what we are called the astral house. Okay, and we have love, we've got wealth, and we've got career. So I'm going to have a look at the career section here. Taurus, and we're going to just get 3 cards and ask the universe to give us advice on your career. And 3 cards under career Under career, can you give me 3 cards? What's the advice you have for Taurus this week and work in terms of their career? Show me. So, 1, 2 and 3. So we've got 3 cards together. Let's have a look what they say, Taurus. First card is Weeping Willow. There could be some family sorrow. So when we look at family sorrow, it's probably sorrow within the workplace, because workplace can be your family. And I'm seeing a family energy showing here with that Queen of Cups, because she really loves what she loves, and you guys have a real emotional connection to the team, the people that you work with. It's bringing a lot of happiness, but I'm seeing some family sorrow here in your career, so that's probably sorrow with the, you know, within your team table. But there's hard work ahead. There could be some sorrow within the team that you work, and there's going to be some hard work ahead of you. What's the next one here? Haystack. Karma. You will reap what you have sown. So even though I'm seeing a little bit of sorrow in terms of work, I mean, this could be where we get the bad news in as well, because that Page of Swords I'm reading as a person with the devil. I don't like that combination together, and this person could be quite abusive and quite rude as well, and quite arrogant with the 6 of Wands in work. You might be dealing with a person like that. Some of you guys are saying, you know what, actually I want to start looking for a new job, okay, because I can't deal with it. You know, I want to move away from this individual. I can't deal with this person's arrogance, that type of thing. That might be where the sorrow is within the team, because it looks like you get on with everyone, but it looks like there might be just one person that's a problem. But also this could be bad news as well, the Page of Swords and the Devil energy, like not very nice news at all. And that might be where the sorrow is coming from, but there's going to be hard work ahead. However, you'll get your karma. If you work hard, you will reap what you have sown. All right. Okay, we're going to quickly do your love reading. Please bear with me. Okay, Taurus, let's have a look at your love reading. So what have we got? We have the Tower. Now, usually when you get the Tower in a love reading, you've either got a breakup going on, or you've got some major kind of catastrophe or argument, or it's some chaos or something that's rocking that relationship. But it doesn't always have to be bad. If you say you got something like the Tower and the Empress, somebody would be rocked by your beauty or your looks, that type of thing. 3 of Cups. I feel that there's been a shift in a partnership here, because the 3 of Cups is it can be third party, yes, but I don't always read 3s as third parties. I think it's silly to always do that. But the 3 of Cups, when it comes to love, this is like a friendship. So there might be like a sudden change within a friendship or a partnership or a group or something like that in terms of love. Let's have a look at the next one. But this is lovely energy. I think that there's a major shift going on here. I think that you go from a 3 down, you know, up to a 10. So it's almost like there's an escalation going on here. I don't think this is bad at all. I just feel that there's been a major shift in a partnership here. This 3 of Cups energy, in which we go from something that was probably a friendship into something that is much more fulfilling within that 10 of Cups energy showing there. Let's look at the next one. But no. We've got the 10 of Swords. 2 10s in the reading. There's an ending of a cycle here in terms of a relationship for some of you guys. The 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords is great pain. A lot of pain here. Let's have a look at the next one. No, I don't like that. I'm sorry, I don't. I see the Knight of Wands. I'm using the Dark Mansion Tarot, probably my most favourite deck ever now. I love this deck. I use it every week, and I use it for my thumbnails. It's an amazing deck. But there's a lot of anger here. Can you see how the Knight of Wands is raging in on that 10 of Swords? Look at it. Look at the pictures together. Look at them. Can you see? He's going in. He's going in, and this person's crying here. Somebody's in a great deal of pain, Taurus, here. And somebody's causing this pain. Somebody's really causing this pain, okay? So I feel that there is a great kind of shift. It's almost like there's I'm going to start where it's easiest. I think somebody's causing a great deal of pain in a relationship here. It's either you, Taurus, or it's the partner that's causing pain. You're either causing pain to the partner, or the partner's causing pain to you. You're one of these. You're either the 10 of Swords or the Knight of Wands, Taurus. You're one of the other, but somebody's causing you pain, or you're causing them pain. Can you see how they've got the wand here and you've got the 10 of Swords? Oh my God, this looks horrible. It just looks horrible. I do not like the way that looks at all. Great pain here. I had such hopes for the reading. If we'd had better cards, we could have aspected everything a lot better, but we can't. There seems to be a shift here, a great shift in a partnership here. Okay, with this Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups and the Ten of Cups together, this is great happiness within a relationship. You know, this is, when you get the Three of Cups, it's a partnership, and the Ten of Cups is a fulfillment card. So the fulfillment of a partnership here, the fulfillment of happiness. The Three of Cups is also happiness, and this is fulfillment. But I feel that there's been a great shift here in the happiness and the fulfillment of a relationship that you guys have been in. Because I think like one of you, the Knight of Wands, is causing a great deal of pain to the other, the Ten of Swords. You need to tell me which one you are, Taurus, okay? Let's have a look at the next one. You've got Temperance, though. So Temperance is all about trying to make things right again. We're trying to heal the situation with the Temperance energy, trying to mend it. I feel, though, that one of you, whoever it is that's doing this Knight of Wands, who's causing the pain to the other in the relationship, Taurus, they're trying to mend it. They want to mend it, and they've taken a step back. I think this person will have taken a step back with that Seven of Coins and said, what happens with the Seven of Coins is you've already built the relationship. They're just looking at the coins and saying, okay, let me look at the work that I've done. Right, is there anything else? So whoever's causing the pain here, whoever that Knight of Wands is, that's causing the pain to the Ten of Swords. So you might be the Ten of Swords with a partner who's causing you. This looks quite violent here. This looks like somebody who's getting really, and this looks like somebody who's had enough. Because tens are enough. You know, that, especially when you get a Ten of Swords or a Ten of Wands, it's like, oh my God, I can't deal with the pressure anymore. And it's like, it might be you or the partner, but somebody cannot deal with the pressure. And it's the pressure of this person who's getting angry. Knight of Wands. I'm seeing somebody who can't deal with the pressure, that just can't deal with it anymore. They're sick of somebody who has outbursts. I'm getting somebody here who has a lot of outbursts. And one of you, Taurus, or it's either you doing it, Taurus, or it's you feeling it. But one of you, Taurus, or the partner is saying, I've had enough. I can't take it with this. Because I'm seeing a massive shift with that Tower energy in the, you know, in the, what's the word that I'm looking for? I'm seeing a major shift with the Tower energy in terms of the dynamics of the relationship. Because we have the Three of Cups and the Ten of Cups. This is a happy and a fulfilling relationship here. But I'm seeing a massive shift with the Tower energy and the dynamics. And what's happening here is that one of you has just had enough with that Ten of Swords of the other one's outburst, the Knight of Wands. Whoever it is that's doing the outburst, though, Taurus, has taken a step back, probably to review their behaviour and also to review what you have kind of built up in this relationship, okay? So what's being reviewed is the partnership here and the happiness and fulfillment you've had. And the person who's kind of raging in that Knight of Wands will want to try and mend this situation with the Temperance energy. And if they suffer from anger management or anything, they're going to want to try and, you know, heal that and mend that with the Temperance energy. This is all about cooling off. So when you get a Knight of Wands like this, you really need Temperance. And it's funny, it's two Sagittarius energies as well. So this is all about learning as well and gaining more information, because Sagittarius is also about education. Let's have a look at the next one. So you've got 3 tens in the reading. There's a changing cycle now happening here. And I think the change can only be for the better, because somebody's taken a step back to review, you know, Seven of Coins energy, their actions of that Knight of Wands, and the fact that they are causing you a lot of pain with the Ten of Swords energy. All right, they're taking a step back. And what they're saying is, you know what, let me have a look, let me review our relationship here. We've had a lot of happiness in this relationship, a lot of happiness. We've had a lot of happiness, Three of Cups, emotional fulfillment, and we've had stability here. And this is what's being reviewed. So these 4 cards are kind of saying to us, this is what's being reviewed here. And that's why this person is like, well, maybe I need to get some help. Maybe I need to mend the Temperance energy, heal the Temperance energy, what has been broken with the Tower energy. But I think that it's either you or the other person, Taurus, that's really broken with this Ten of Swords. You've had enough. The Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, we got 3 tens and a wheel. So this is about a changing cycle. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Some readers read the Wheel of Fortune as a cycle coming to an end. But I see it as being, yes, cycles coming to end. But it can easily go the other way around as well, because it's temporary measures. Let's have a look at the next one. 3 of Wands. So 3 of Wands is looking towards the future sometimes within this reading. I think within this reading it's about looking towards the future. I don't think this is you leaving or anything. I think this person's looking towards the future. Because I'll tell you what I'm seeing here again for love. What I'm seeing here is that you guys have had a really happy 3 of Cups energy and a very fulfilling 10 of Cups relationship, and it's been really stable with the 10 of Coins energy showing here. But I feel that there's been this massive kind of shift in the dynamics of these, you know, these energies here, Taurus, because we've got somebody who's very angry. That's, you know, and I think it might be something that you've recently seen, because everything was kind of really nice with the Three of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles for a long time. But the Tower almost sort of talks about a sudden change. So suddenly there's the change of the Tower in which somebody's getting really angry. And they're causing a great deal of stress to this person, the other, who is classed as the Ten of Swords. So I'm seeing you're either the Ten of Swords, Taurus, and the partner is the Knight of Wands, or you're the Knight of Wands and the partner is the Ten of Swords. But one of you is feeling absolutely stressed the fuck out by somebody's anger. I'm even seeing a bullying energy here as well, you know, constantly blowing up, that type of thing. I do feel this Knight of Wands, whoever they are, whether they're you or the partner, is actually kind of reviewing, though, Seven of Coins energy, their actions. Because what they're reviewing is, shit, you know, we've been together a long time and we've really built this stable, loving relationship. And with these 3 tens, I think that they're saying, you know what, things have got to change. And especially that 3 tens and the wheel. You know, they're reviewing and they're saying, you know what, things have got to change, though. You know, I've got to try and heal the Temperance energy, the rift with the Tower energy that has been, you know, that's been caused in this relationship, probably by my temper. This person might be reaching out for help from someone else, you know, from someone with the Three of Wands energy. Okay? Because I feel that this person wants to make things better. I'm seeing somebody who wants to make things better between you and them. Yeah, I think this person's called, if it's not them, then it's you. It's one or the other. It's trying to, you know, they're trying to kind of heal a lot of stuff going on here. You might be dealing with a Sagittarian. We've got Knight of Wands and the Temperance energy, both Sagittarius energies. But there's definitely the need to heal the rift. So we've got Temperance and the Tower, all about healing that rift going on there, okay? Let's have a quick look for love and what the universe has to tell us. So, Three of Wands. So when I was talking about 3, I was just kind of focusing on that card. I just said 3 of Wands, for example, for no reason really. I mean, this could be an unexpected trip happening here. This is why I was thinking with the Wheel of Fortune. It just looked to me like there was something unexpected, and this could be a trip. 3 of Wands energy showing up here. Unexpected trip. An unexpected move or something like that. But I just get the impression that somebody here wants to heal the rift. It's the person that's causing the problems, I would say. Let's have a look for love. Universe Spirit, for love, what do you have for Taurus? What's the advice you have for Taurus for love for this week? What's the advice? Okay. I mean, some of you guys might have had enough, so much so with that Ten of Swords. You've had enough and you said, you know what, maybe I need to just kind of look elsewhere or go somewhere else, you know. Because you could, if you've had enough for some of you guys, it might be that you unexpectedly just say, look, I'm going away for a little while, that type of thing as well. Let's have a look. So in 3 cards, what is the advice in love that you have for Taurus, please? What's the advice in love for the week? Get me 3 cards, please. So we've got 1, 2, and let's just close my eyes and do the other one. Let's have a look. Right, there's 1 here that wants to come out. 3. All right, let's have a look at what the advice is from the universe for love. Oh yeah, we've got to get the love cards as well. Elephant. So a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. That could be something to do with the 3 of Wands as well. Tree. Affairs with your family. Okay, so there are things that you need to deal with within the family. And we're certainly getting these family cards here with the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. And we're getting Turkey. So someone is behaving. Yeah, there you go. That's that Knight of Wands, isn't it? Someone's behaving stupidly in love. And I think it's this Knight of Wands, this person here, Taurus. So for love, someone's behaving stupidly. That's the Knight of Wands here, causing you a load of stress. Loads and loads of stress. They know they're going to have to heal the rift, because you've got the rift of the Tower and the healing of the Temperance. They know they're going to have to heal that situation. Somebody's acting stupidly in love. And there's a long journey here. Could be a mental journey that will leave you. However, there'll be a long journey here. This is a journey that's going to leave you feeling wiser at the end. So there might be something to learn through all of this. Okay, and you're going to have to deal with some family affairs as well. Let's have a quick look at this card here. This is the love card from the Romance Angels. What's the advice you have for Taurus, please, for love? Okay. It says true love. So this is the romance of a lifetime. So this is probably somebody who is your true love, but they've got issues that they need to deal with. There's somebody around you who I just feel that they've got issues, Taurus. They act stupidly, they cause you stress, they're going to really, and they know they're going to have to deal with it. If they're going to mend the rift, they're going to have to deal with it. They really are. And finally, I forgot to get you wealth reading. Let's have a look at what's going on money-wise. Okay, so let's put these other cards back. And let's just have 3 cards for wealth, for money. Universe, Spirit, show me what you see coming in for Taurus and money. I just want to see what their wealth is. I always forget to do this with the, you know, with the work reading. What do you see for money for Taurus, please? What do you see coming in for money in Taurus? Show me in 3 cards. Show me in 3 cards, money for Taurus. Right, so we've got, how many you got? Right, we've got 4 cards that came out. Let's have a look at your money situation. Throne. So it says, right, so it says you're going to be in a position of authority. For me, this is kind of taking charge of your finances. What's the next one? Teardrops. There's going to be some personal sorrow, though, concerning finances. There's a man here, okay? So dealings or a relationship with a man in terms of your finances. And the moon. So changes in your life concerning the moon, concerning your finances. So I think what might be happening here for your finances, Taurus, is that it might be through dealings with a man. You may experience some personal sorrow concern. So be careful who you're dealing with your finances, because you might be incurring some personal sorrow concerning that. And even though we're seeing maybe a few changes in your life regarding your finances, I do see you taking charge of the situation with the throne. Alright, that is your reading, my darlings. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like your own private reading, please click on the link in the comments section. It takes you through to my website or the end screen. Don't forget you've got your October Love Monthly up as well. Alright, that's it. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.